Ok.
Okay, my name is Léonard Burin, but you can call me Leo. Where do you come from?
Je viens de Belgique, comme Léonard. Et j'explique pourquoi on fait le Camino.
Tu peux expliquer en français et puis je peux parler en anglais.
Ouais, c'est une bonne idée. Donc en fait on a commencé le chemin ensemble parce qu'on ne savait pas quoi faire dans notre année.
So we've started the Camino together because to start our year, we took a year off to figure out what we were going to do for our life and for studies and university maybe, but so yeah, that's why we're doing the Camino.
Marcher devant dans les roseaux, par-dessus les temps, soudain j'ai vu passer les oies sauvages. Elles s'en allaient vers le midi, la Méditerranée. Un vol de perdreaux par-dessus les champs montait dans des nuages. La forêt chantait, le soleil brillait au bout des marécages.
Well, I've been walking now for I think 14 days, maybe a bit more. But I left my home earlier, like on the 28th of October, and it's now the 16th, I think, not the 18th of November. And I left from Somport, which is Saint-Pierre-de-Port, I think, in the Pyrenees. And I decided to do this alone because I wanted to connect with different parts of me and with nature and with the walking, but I've now found a lot of beautiful people so I'm walking with them for now, and I'm very thankful for that, for learning with them and sharing songs and sharing food.
Okay, I'm Paul. And I come from France. I started El Camino in Le Puy-en-Velay, and I'm going until Fistera, so the ocean. I started 1 month ago, and I'm in Burgos right now. I started El Camino just to have an experience of a long trekking. I've never done that before. This is the first time, as long as this trip. The first part was really beautiful. Like the first 10 days was amazing with beautiful landscapes, and I was working alone most of the time. I didn't meet a lot of persons. After 2 weeks, I arrived in the chapel, and I met 2 Belgian guys who were playing in the chapel Where Is My Mind of Pixies, and which is my favorite song. And I was thinking that means something. Maybe I should stay with them for a while. And I've been traveling with them for 1 month now, so that's yeah.
Together since now they never leave each other.
So we've been walking since 9 of October, so
Un mois.
un mois et quelques jours, and some days. So yeah, almost 1,000 kilometers, maybe 1,000 kilometers, and only 600 left. Almost 600 left. So yeah, we've met. On s'est rencontrés il y a 2 ans à l'école.
2 ans.
So 2 years. So we only had our first fight 3 days ago. Stabbed me. No,
To my hand.
I had my knife, and he just went into the knife though. That's another story for another interview.
Since we crossed the border, we met a lot of people, and now we are like a team of maybe 10 travelers, and we are having fun.
Oh, qué rico. Pues yo me llamo Alfonso, soy de Madrid y empecé a caminar el día 5 en Roncesvalles.
Io sono Alessandra, sono italiana e ho iniziato a camminare da Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port il 3 novembre.
Yo soy Alejandro, de Colombia, y comencé a caminar el 4 de noviembre de Saint-Jean-de-Port.
Yo soy Pipe y empecé a caminar el 5 de noviembre en Roncesvalles. Pero el camino no es solo dolor y sufrimiento, hay que buscar los buenos momentos.
Bueno, ¿por qué estás haciendo el camino?
Pues lo tenía pendiente, quería hacerlo completo, lo había hecho desde Villafranca, que son los 200 últimos kilómetros, una vez solo y otra vez con mi hija, y quería vivir la magia completa.
Io sto facendo il cammino perché era il momento giusto per me per farlo, non so che cosa mi ha chiamato, qualcosa, e ho deciso di partire.
Yo estoy haciendo el camino porque me llamó, no sé. Simplemente fue una sensación que dije, tengo que dejar todo atrás y venir a caminar, y here I am.
Lo mismo. No, yo también porque quiero modificar algunos comportamientos y creo que el camino es el sitio perfecto para encontrarnos con nosotros mismos y volver a encontrar el niño que llevamos dentro.
My name is Gintaras. I am from Lithuania. I have been working, I don't remember, maybe nine days or 10 days. And my work is, maybe I work because I want to be with myself, with my thoughts, to think some things, to separate myself from my world, and just to be on my own. That's all.
So my name is Janice Mantilla. I am from France and I was born in Peru. I took the decision to walk the Camino alone because I feel like I would have been waiting for people to come with me, and this is really not what I want to. And I like to walk alone, and I prefer, like during the day walk alone, and by night in the albergues be with some friends. And share a meal together. But during the day, I'm fine walking alone. I really like.
È vero, perché nei primi giorni ho camminato da sola e conosco la differenza. E quando li ho incontrati a Burgos, una mattina, il mio cammino è cambiato completamente.
Of course, sure.
Of course, and that's great. That's fantastic.
Every day is like a special moment, I think. Every day, every moment, every step is a different experience, and it's very valuable, and it's special.
And every time that I reach a place at the end of my Camino of the day, that's the great moment. Sometimes I cry. Yeah, after Pyrenees, I cried so badly for 1 hour, and I couldn't stop, and I was like afraid because I didn't know if I could walk again. But still, I was so proud of myself and how I feel every day. Yeah, thank you. And I met them that are really like a family now, and we even don't know each other. So that's fantastic. No, it's a magical thing.
There's no artificial things. I can dress very simple. I don't think about it. Like in the morning, I don't wake up and be like, what should I wear today to present myself a certain way. I can just be simple, and I can really truly be myself because everyone is just almost the same way. So when you present yourself, everyone is at the same level, I would say. So I really like that. And the second thing that I love the most is the landscapes. I feel like this feeling of feeling like almost alone in this huge the huge paths between, you know, some mountains, the forest, and it's just a really nice feeling. Being myself and being in the nature is my two favorite things.
Cada paso es favorito, porque cada cuesta nos regala un paisaje diferente y cada cuesta trae consigo recuerdos del pasado, de lo que hemos ido, de lo que estamos buscando. Entonces, cada momento en el camino es único y cuando se comparte con buenas personas como las que hemos encontrado, pues lo hace más maravilloso aún.
Grazie.
Qué lindo.
Grazie.
Hey, so I'm Max Lennon from Ireland. I started Camino in Geneva. Why am I walking? I suppose after COVID, being at home in a house, usually typing like this for about 4 months, 5 months, I decided to get out and do the Camino with a tent and stay out of buildings and experience France and Spain.
Je ne sais pas s'il y a une partie favorite sur le chemin. C'est le chemin tout entier qui est génial. C'est plein de différents moments. La France, j'ai commencé mon chemin en France, au Puy-en-Velay. Et la France est une partie complètement différente par rapport à l'Espagne. Beaucoup moins de pèlerins. Et c'était une grande découverte l'Espagne parce que c'est un nouveau pays, une nouvelle culture, une nouvelle langue. Et beaucoup plus de pèlerins. Donc c'est un tout qui forme ce chemin. Je n'ai pas de partie vraiment préférée, mais c'est génial de pouvoir découvrir et consommer ce chemin.
So I am Maria, I'm from Portugal and I start walking in Pamplona. So I work hard during the summer, so I needed some time to stop, to enjoy some quiet time in the nature, to take care about my relationship with God, to pray, to be in silence, to meet people, different people, to connect with them, to learn from them. Maybe to discover a little bit more about me. I think it's that.
There is many reasons for me. The first it's pilgrimage. So I'm Catholic, and for me it's an important pilgrimage. So it's one of the reasons. The second one is to have a break after I just finished my studies, so it's a moment for me, just for me, and to make a break in my life, to disconnect. And another reason is I love adventure, I love to walk, and I love to discover new landscape, new country, new culture, and it's a very good opportunity to do that on the Camino. So yeah, it's many reasons for that, and so it's a real pleasure to be here.
My name is Natalie Schweitzer. I'm from the United States in Tennessee, and I started hiking the Camino to clear my head. I have a really amazing community at home of family and friends, and I just wanted to know what I would be like outside of that community. And so I decided to do the Camino a week before I had my flight, and I'm so happy that I did. I started in Pamplona, which wasn't my plan. I planned to start in St. John Pied de Port, like most people did, but when I was struggling to find a bus, I felt like there was probably a reason, and so I just started my walk from Pamplona, and I've met the most incredible people along the way. I thought going into this that I would be alone for much more of the time than I was. I really haven't been alone, barely at all, but I'm really grateful because I was nervous about being in a country where I didn't know the language very well, and struggling to communicate with people and feeling really isolated and alone. But I've made this Camino family that has felt like home all along the way, which has been amazing. It's like everywhere we go, we just create a home in the next city that we stop in.
Okay, hi, Simon. I'm from London, but been living in Colombia. And why am I hiking? That's a really good question. So I was stuck at home, working on some projects in Colombia, sat there at my desk thinking, why am I doing this here when I could be on the Camino, walking, thinking about these projects? So within about 20 minutes, I was Googling how to get to Spain and start the Camino. And I was going to start in September, landed in Barcelona, met some friends, and stayed in Barcelona for a month. So my t-shirt and my shorts were no longer any good because it was going to be cold weather, so I had to buy some more clothes. And ended up starting from Bilbao and cutting across, walking to Santiago.
At this point, I'm going to be in Santiago tomorrow, and I'm going all the way to Finisterre because I want to add the 3 days that I missed at the beginning. But yeah, this experience has been something I'd never trade, and the people I've met have been so incredible. Everyone's coming here with a story, and everyone has been so willing to share and be open, and yeah, this has been more than I expected, and I would recommend it to anybody. Yeah.
I was very tired, and in the end of the day I just lay down under a tree in a green field, and I fall asleep very deep, and when I woke up I was super rested, and with this sense of connection with the nature, this feeling of that we don't need anything to feel safe and to feel joy.
Yo soy Francisco, vengo de México. Quiero hacer el camino porque quiero tener un encuentro conmigo y con Dios. Tenía ganas de estar en esta soledad para poder controlar mis miedos, mis apegos y ser solamente yo y Dios. Espero llegar a Santiago de Compostela. Hoy es mi primer día y pues con la nieve no sé cómo vaya a seguir el camino, pero llegaré, aunque sea en autobús, pero voy a llegar hasta Santiago de Compostela.
Hi, this morning is the first morning in a while that I'm starting my day alone, and it feels super good. I left so early because my albergue was freezing cold, so I left at like 6 a.m. in the dark and didn't even realize I was climbing to the top of a mountain until I had to start walking straight up, and then by the time I reached the top, the sun was starting to come up and it was really nice rising with the sun.
In France we were used to sleep outside because the life is a little bit more expensive. We were used to sleep in front of church. One time we slept in the street like homeless. It was a really interesting experience. It was pouring down and a really interesting experience.
I'd recommend definitely the French section. The Spanish section, there was very beautiful parts, but there was a lot of motorway. So maybe I'd recommend or look into, recommend for people to do the northern route. See, maybe there's less motorway on that. Otherwise, it's a great experience, life-changing.
The important thing is, is just be present, be able to the others and to help the others. That is very nice. The friendship in a very true way, I think. I feel it.
Well, you start off on the Camino and you have an opera going on in your head from whatever's been going on at home. It's been my experience. And then you start walking for a few days and you're out in nature, meeting all sorts of different people. And whatever it was that was in your head when you came on the Camino just starts to go away. You stop worrying about, have I fixed my car at home, have I done this, that or the other, and start getting in touch with yourself and what you really care about. And the longer you walk, the more you're in touch with those things. And I've been working on projects in Colombia and thinking about what to do. And rather than wrestle with ideas, it's just more a case of just walking and the ideas come to you, you listen and you know what you should be doing. It's like the yellow arrows that you follow, you start finding your own yellow arrows, and so that's really special. But a big part of that is the people you meet along the way and the conversations you have everywhere else and them encouraging
So, as I told you, I'm not traveling with a spiritual idea, I'm just traveling for the travel, and for me Santiago doesn't mean nothing. That's why I'm going until Fistera, because Fistera is the ocean, and we started from the earth, really far away from the ocean, and that's a nice idea to travel a long time, like 1,600 kilometers until the ocean, just to have a bath, even if it's a winter, just to relax after 2 months of travel. We are not tired. We have a lot of energy. We can go until the ocean.
My name is from Brazil. I started a social pedaport in France, and I've been walking with my mom until Santiago, and then she left from there, and I carried on to this area with you guys. It's something I've always wanted to do, but never really had the time or enough holidays. And I think after the pandemic, I also didn't work, and something flipped. I just asked for unpaid leave, and I sort of dropped. I don't know the right expression. In Brazil, you say, "Liguei o foda-se." It's like you press the fucking button, you can edit it out. And I just came to do this because I really wanted. And then I was having a wine with my mom on the Tuesday, and I told her I was coming. Then she bought her ticket and decided to come with me because she had loads of annual leave she hadn't taken during the pandemic. So she bought her tickets on the Tuesday or Wednesday, I can remember, and then we flew on the Sunday. We had very little time to plan. And my mom had never walked anything like this before. In one day, she had never walked over 20k for sure, and you've done some crazy distances during the way.
It gives me a nice round. I'll have done 2,000 kilometers when I get to Muxia. So just to get that 000, really. Anecdotes, not off the top of my head. Rest. When you're in pain, rest. Simple as that.
What about the environment?
I am Bruno, I am from Mexico, and I started the Camino Francés from San Juan Piedeport. I grew up in Mexico, in Mexico City, and I always drive everywhere. Like the car is the only vehicle that I knew before, so I wanted to walk. I felt that I wanted to walk, and I also wanted to start traveling. So I thought this Camino was a great like a preparation for start traveling, and and I loved walking. It's a great exercise, makes you strong, and it's a wonderful way to travel because it's way different timing than when you travel with a car.
We assume he's the grandpa.
How many cats there is?
Just these three.
Do you have any plans for after?
Yeah, we have big plans. So our plan for after the Camino is to buy a caravan. A caravan, is
Camper van?
It's like the thing you put behind your car.
Yeah, a camper van. Camper van.
Le caravan. Et donc notre but.
En français, notre but c'est d'acheter une caravane pour parcourir l'Europe, travailler dans des endroits saisonniers faire plein de petits jobs et aussi de transformer un peu cette caravane dans un truc un peu cool avec des instruments de musique un peu partout, avec plein de trucs dedans.
Yeah, just transform the caravan in a music caravan and go all around Europe.
You got to find your own Camino. I mean, I would say it's wet at the moment. You're out there. It's quite a basic living. You're living out of your rucksack, but it's because it's basic. You're not having to worry about so much as well. It's like you've got to want to do it. There's got to be some question inside you, something that you're just wanting to explore, and know that sometimes it'll be a bit wet, a bit uncomfortable, but what you'll find along the way is just so much bigger and so much better than that. And don't worry about what other people experience. You've got to want it for yourself. People walk the Camino in their own way and find your way to do it. Yeah, probably what I'd say. Yeah, you start walking and you don't want to stop. Some people, I think Santiago de Compostela, where the cathedral is, that's the end for them. But I'm a sailor at heart and I love the sea. And you keep walking a bit further on, I think it's another 90 kilometres or so, and you get to Place Finisterre, the end of the world. It's the most western point of Europe, and it's just sea. You can't walk any further. So it's sort of a natural, psychological and physical end to the Camino. But then, I mean, people's reasons for doing it are different. So for me, it's like the yellow arrows. You get into this way of thinking. Every day you're just walking and you're just looking, where's the shell, where's the yellow arrow, and you follow that. But you get in touch with yourself. So a lot for me is then where the yellow arrow is leading after this. Okay, it's not walking on the Camino, but it's walking on my life in Colombia and stuff that I've thought of now with the communities we're working in. It's like, okay, that's the yellow arrow to keep on following.
The road again, just can't wait to get on the road again. Like I always making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. And I can't wait to get on the road again.
I know that these relationships that I've made are gonna last, and I wanted to put together this video as a gift for everyone, as well as like a memory for myself, and I'm really excited to share it with everyone, and yeah, that's it.
The first day as well, the Napoleon route, that I tricked my mom into it, that she didn't know I was getting the Napoleon route, and she found out, she was telling me off, but then in the end it was so beautiful, and I think she hasn't realized how much she climbed. I think it was 1,500 meters of climbing, and for her, I mean, she fucking made it without realizing it. It's crazy. At the beginning, I think we're not that close, we have a complicated relationship, and I think this made us reconnect with each other. I think it was really good for our relationship. I would definitely have done it again. I can always come back and do it by myself, and I'm sure it's a whole new experience. But I think it's very precious. I managed it with my mom. So mom, if you ever see this, I'm very proud of you. Very proud you made it.
Eines Tages werd ich euch alle wiedersehen. Doch heute ist nicht der Tag, um zurückzugehen. Heute ist nicht der Tag, um umzudrehen. Doch heute ist nicht der Tag, um zurückzugehen. Heute ist nicht der Tag, um umzudrehen.
I don't know. It's everything. It's every moment and being present and the hard things that you have to manage. And when you get over this, then you feel fulfilled. You realize that you don't need anything. Just something to eat and people. That's all you need.
I think this moment is so special for all of you. I got a bit emotional when Paul was leaving. I think this is crazy, and we've always spent so much time together, more than I did with him. So it is hard to. They say it's hard for you to walk that much, but for me, I think it's harder to leave and then just get back to the routine of after everything we've seen, everyone we've met. We've all had really strong experiences, though. But yeah, so I would definitely recommend anyone to do it if they can, because each experience is unique, of course.
Yeah.
But I think everyone feels a bit changed.
When we are part of a society, it's so difficult to see sometimes clearly what we want and which persons we are. So it's good to get out of this reality and to feel, understand who we are and what is important in our life and in our existence. So I think it's about it to come back a more patient person. More simple, that gives value to the really important things.
So this was my beginning of my traveling, the preparation for my traveling. So now I'll keep traveling east. Now I'm going south in Portugal. I'm going to Portugal to the south, and then walking Andalusia, then Catalonia, and then France. I go France and Europe, and then Middle East, and then China and Japan maybe.
What, walking?
Yeah, no, maybe walking some days something else, but yeah.
Nice.
I would love to keep walking. Yeah.
So the one Italian? Hold on.
Yeah, just do it. Don't think about it too much. Don't prepare yourself. Just start walking, and then you'll know what you need.
Yeah, this feels amazing. We've been through so much rain, so much snow and crazy weather, and now we're here on the beach and it's sunny. I'm still not getting to the water. Maybe tomorrow. But it feels